네, 안녕하세요. 제이브라보입니다. 오늘 두 번째 게스트를 모셨어요. 이 친구는 이제 트레이너도 활동하는 친구고 파워리프팅 하는 친구인데 한번 이제 자기소개 한번 부탁할게요.
Let's go!
My name is Kenny Callanan. I'm a master trainer over at the 24-Hour Fitness, Jbravo into Supersport, competitive powerlifter, a graduate kinesiology student over at Cal State Fullerton, and I have a couple certifications, NSCA, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, USA Level 1 Sport Performance Coach, and was working on a opportunity to help train Team USA for the 2020 games until the pandemic.
Really?
Yeah, the pandemic hit. So I was
USA.
Yeah, I was getting pretty serious, but then everything happened. So
How do you usually work out?
I'm a competitive powerlifter, so it just depends on where I am in my season. Right now I'm in my off season, so I will typically train lighter, do a lot of the stuff that I don't normally do in my powerlifting, just kind of shake things out. I don't want to do anything too repetitive year round because that's where a lot of injury starts to come into play. So I'll typically do a lighter, more reps, or like pauses, holding certain positions, just making sure I'm really comfortable and getting like the most use out of my body in different planes of motion. Then when I'm in my season, I'm actually competing. Workouts will take a way more, kind of like 180, like they'll be way more focused in on specific movements. So early in my training, I don't want to give away all my secrets, but early in my program, I'll typically have all 3 lifts spread throughout the week. So I'll have 4 training days pre-competition for the 3 months or so. I'll have a squat day, bench day, deadlift day, and then an accessory day, which is kind of like a repeat of my off-season type stuff. And then when I'm getting closer to competition, then I'll change my focus to squat, bench, dead in the same day, but 3 days a week. So I'll do power, which is all just lightweight, explosive work. Then I'll do the second one, maybe like a day or 2 after that, will be for strength. While I'm still like primed, ready to go after the power, now I'm actually ready to use that and go into my heavier, like really heavy weights. And then the third day, which would be a couple days after my strength day, will be more like the hypertrophy recovery day, where it's just lightweight, get the blood going back into the area, help everything recover.
What are the equipments that you're using today?
So I have the bands, have weights, and then we'll also be using at the ends for a little bit of conditioning, the battle ropes.
Can you explain a little bit about like whatever the workout plan that you use?
Yeah. So it's going to be a full body deal. It's going to be a little bit of plyometrics in the beginning after the warm up, and then we'll go into a little bit more of the hypertrophy conditioning type stuff towards the end, and then we'll have some fun with the battle ropes for more of the anaerobic type conditioning, where it's like 15-30 seconds on and then a certain period off and back on again. So
Alright, so let's start.
Yeah, so we're gonna take our band, we're gonna grab inside over the top with one hand, so yep, just like you're gripping something. Now before you put your other hand in the same way, you're gonna twist this around like an X.
Like an X.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go, that way it doesn't come undone. Okay, so grab the other side, you're gonna have it around the back side of your shoulder blades. So now we're at like at the bottom of our bench press, whatever. So this is the bottom, this is where we'll be holding it. So we're gonna start off at the top. Now it's gonna be important that we don't flare your elbows out like you're doing right now. We wanna keep your elbow pit facing the ceiling. Yeah, so this is screwed in, this is stable, this is good to go. As we come back, we're gonna let the band stretch your chest open, or hold it 3, 2, 1 before pressing back forward. Now what I want you to do though with your abs is not hang off of your lower back and overarch. You wanna keep that butt tucked underneath you and that belly button pulled in like a brick wall. All right, so your proud chest and then squeezing it back through. So all we're doing right now is just getting some blood into our chest, making sure that the muscle is aware that's gonna be asked to do some work. So we'll have 3-second hold at the bottom, 10 reps. And this is your chance to focus on the breathing too. So exhale as you push, inhale coming towards yourself. So now you're gonna grab your band, both strands hand over the top, other side right here. Now we're gonna create tension on the band, not with your arms and your shoulders, but rather through the shoulder blades. We're gonna keep constant tension between those shoulder blades. And again, same thing where we're not just puffing our chest up. Long arms going up and around the backside, stretching your chest open. When you get to the backside, we're gonna keep some distance between your lower back and the band before coming back around. And again, you're gonna try to keep tension in the center of the band the whole time. And it's just 30 seconds worth. So it's getting the arms spinning in their sockets, and the shoulders warm, and the back warm. And again, long arms. We don't want to bend those elbows, so keep the band away from you. There we go. Okay, about 10 seconds left. Again, this is going to be for your hips, side butt, and also the main part of your butt. And what we're going to do is we're going to step in 2 different directions. Okay. So you're going to start off with your feet about shoulder width apart. Again, abs are tight, butt squeeze underneath you, shoulders down and back. You're going to get yourself into an athletic position, like you're about to, like you're in a sport. You're going to take a small step out to the side, keeping your knees apart and not letting either knee get pulled in towards the center before coming back to the middle. So small steps. And you want to feel the opposite side butt to the direction that you're moving. So if you're stepping out to your right, you want to feel your left side butt. Okay, we'll have 12 reps each side. Yeah, small movement. Switch sides. So same thing, just opposite. So now you want to feel your right side butt. So now the second direction you're going to step is front and back. So you're going to have your feet about shoulder hip width apart. And instead of your body moving with your foot, you're going to stay in one spot and your foot's moving behind you. So it's kind of like you're doing a reverse lunge. You're just taking that back step and back forward. So you're going to feel the main part of your butt working as opposed to just the side hip. And again, my body isn't moving. I'm just pulling that leg back, making sure my hips stay square to the camera. Same 12 reps each side.
Do this before workout?
Yeah.
For most of the workout that you usually do?
Again, it just depends on what I'm doing that day. So if I'm doing my lower body stuff, I'll typically focus on mobilizing my lower half. So I'll do instead of doing the steps that you just did, I'll do the walking version of it. I'll also do some glute bridge marches, body weight squats, just kind of like sitting in a hole, going into each side, stretching out my calf, my ankle, just different stuff like that. It just depends on what I'm doing that day.
What's a little tip about this?
So I'm keeping the weight predominantly on my front leg, my front hip. The reason why this is kind of like lunges is a lot of people when they lunge, they make the mistake of putting way too much weight on their back leg.
Back leg, okay.
Yeah, because the knee is in a pretty crappy position and the back leg of the lunge. So right here, you're putting a lot of excess tension on that knee. And so this is where a lot of people start to get a lot of knee pain and really tight hip flexors, as opposed to loading up on that front leg, just like they're a sprinter coming out of the blocks. So it's the same dynamic when you're lunging, or a similar position when you're lunging and when you're sprinting. You want to try to have the two relate to each other. So we don't sprint like this, we accelerate and sprint at that angle. So similar concept.